Chapter 9 Proof of Trust. Julian found Elara packing her bags in the cottage. She was angry, hurt, and determined. Liam was sitting on the bed, watching them with big, sad eyes, sensing the tension. "Don't go," Julian said simply, standing in the doorway, blocking her path. "Move, Julian," Elara said without looking up. "I've done my time. I stayed the month. I honored Arthur. I don't have to stay and be insulted." "I was wrong," Julian said, his voice loud and clear, filled with regret. "I was wrong to doubt you. I was wrong to listen to them. I was wrong to let my own insecurities make me question the only woman who has ever mattered." He walked over to the bed and knelt down in front of Liam. "Liam, do you know who I am?" Liam nodded seriously. "You're my daddy. Mommy told me last night." Elara froze. She hadn't planned to tell him yet. Julian looked up at her, tears in his eyes. "She told him because she trusts me enough now. And I failed that trust yesterday." He stood up and faced Elara. He pulled documents from his pocket, legal papers. "I spent the morning with my lawyers," he said. "I transferred ownership of this cottage to you. Free and clear. I also transferred a significant portion of shares and assets into your name. Not because I am buying you, but because I am giving you security. Everything you were afraid of losing, I am giving it to you. So you never have to run again." He placed the papers on the table. "And I spoke to the whole family. I told them this: Elara is the woman I love. She is the mother of my heir. She is the mistress of this house. Anyone who disrespects her disrespects me. And anyone who tries to hurt her or my son will be cut off completely from the family fortune and name." He took a step closer, his hands open, vulnerable. "I have spent my whole life thinking power meant control. But I was wrong. Real power is trust. Real strength is letting you have everything you need to be safe and happy. I trust you, Elara. With my son. With my heart. With everything." He reached out and touched her face gently. "I was a fool before. I let you go. I let you suffer alone. I let you think you had to hide. But not anymore. I am on your side. Always." Elara looked at the papers, then at him, then at Liam, who was smiling hopefully. The fear that had lived in her chest for 5 years finally melted away. She realized she wasn't fighting the Vance name or the wealth or the past anymore. She was fighting for something. For them. "You really mean it?" she whispered. "Every word," Julian vowed. "Stay. Please. Build this family with me. Build the life we should have had from the start." Elara looked into his eyes, clear, honest, full of love, and nodded. "Okay," she said softly. "I'll stay." Chapter 10 New Beginnings. The month ended, but Elara and Liam didn't leave. Instead, they moved into the main mansion, properly, officially, as a family. Julian had the house changed. He opened up the closed-off rooms. He brought in bright colors, books, toys, warmth. He removed the cold, stiff furniture and replaced it with things comfortable and lived in. The mansion stopped being a museum and started being a home. He moved his things into Elara's room. No more separate bedrooms. No more separate lives. Every morning started with breakfast together, laughter, mess, noise, love. Julian learned how to make pancakes badly. Elara learned how to laugh freely. Liam learned what it felt like to have 2 parents who adored him. Julian was a changed man. He was still powerful, still brilliant, still ran his empire, but now, he ran it with heart. He was known for his fairness, his kindness, and his devotion to his family. One evening, they sat together on the grand balcony where they had once stood as strangers. Liam was asleep inside. Do you regret it? Julian asked softly, wrapping his arms around her waist from behind, resting his chin on her shoulder. Any of it. The marriage. The hiding. The pain. Elara leaned back against him, feeling safe, loved, complete. I regret that we wasted so much time, she admitted. I regret that we didn't know how to talk to each other. I regret that I was scared for so long. She turned in his arms to face him, her hands resting on his chest. But I don't regret the marriage. It brought me to you. It gave me Liam. And I don't regret the years away, because they made us grow up. They made us become the people we needed to be to love each other right. Julian kissed her forehead, her nose, her lips. We started as an arrangement, he whispered. A deal made by an old man. A contract signed without love. He looked deep into her eyes. But we turned it into something better. Something stronger. Something real. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small box. Not a contract this time. Not an agreement. He opened it. Inside was a ring, simple, beautiful, exactly like the woman she was. No diamonds too big. No flashy display. Just timeless elegance. I know we were married before, Julian said, his voice shaking slightly. But that was a lie. A performance. A duty. He got down on one knee, right there on the balcony, under the stars. Elara, I love you. I love our son. I love the life we are building. Will you marry me? For real. This time, because we want to. Because we love each other. Because we belong together. Elara cried happy tears, nodding vigorously. Yes, Julian. Yes, 1,000 times yes.